This week on North American Hunter, thick cover, Canada, and you call the shot on a huge moose. The smell your trophy buck has been waiting for, and making that deadly shot with your bow. But first, we head west, chasing trophy elk in Colorado's Flat Tops Wilderness area. Next on North American Hunter. Pursuit of elk is a passion for the North American Hunter team. Bill Miller, Gordy Cron, and Dave Moss all count successful Colorado elk hunts as highlights of their hunting careers.
It's a tough hunt though. You know, you have to be in shape, you have to be able to climb, you have to be able to hike, and you know, again, that's all part of elk hunting. It's not about elk, it's about elk hunting. And for me, that was really what made the hunt so much more special, aside from the fact that I waited my whole life to do this.
As a bow hunter from the Midwest, I spend most of my time after whitetails and I sit and I sit and I sit in a tree stand or a ground blind. But elk hunting in Colorado was totally different. Not only did I have a rifle in my hand, but I was hiking the mountains and the valleys, and it was liberating to be aggressive and not passive in hunting style. That's what I really enjoyed about chasing elk in Colorado.
The Peaks of Colorado is where 12 life members of the North American Hunting Club are spending the next week. They are taking full advantage of their membership to get their chance at a trophy elk.
North American Hunting Club life member hunts are trips that the club puts together to offer to life members. And there's only one way that a destination will be considered to host a life member hunt, and that's if someone from the staff has gone there at least once and seen the operation and experienced the hunting themselves firsthand. We want to make sure that when life members put down their hard-earned money to come on one of these trips, that we give them the best shot at having an enjoyable time. And Winterhawk has all of those things.
It's off on the trip of a lifetime when North American Hunter returns. This is Colorado's Flat Tops Wilderness in November. Leaves from the trees are long gone, and the new snow leaves an invigorating blanket on the ground. 12 life members of the North American Hunting Club have gathered at this special locale. They're here to enjoy the hunting with Winterhawk Outfitters in the heart of the Flat Tops.
Doug McDougall is our Director of Member Benefits at the North American Hunting Club, and plain and simple, as much as I'd love, or the other magazine staff would love to go on all of the life member hunts, sometimes there's just too much hunting and too little time. So Doug's the benefactor of that. When we have a life member hunt that comes up that none of the rest of us can make, Doug's ready to go. He's a great guy, a great hunter, gets along with the life members particularly well, and he gets to go on these trips and share the excitement and the experiences with the life members.
Things start early here at Winterhawk.
Morning, guys. About 35 degrees out, a little cloudy, overcast. Looks pretty nice though.
There's no coming back for lunch here. You better bring it with you or you're going to be hungry all day.
We call our horses the ultimate ATVs. These horses can take you into places you never would have imagined you could get into.
First morning, get up, kind of cold, snowing, but beautiful. Hop on the horses with my guide Mike Dill. We ride probably an hour up into a basin or a bowl where we drop down in, looking for a spot to set up. Mike's been up there scouting. The anticipation's high. I'm excited, I'm nervous because this is the first day of the hunt. You never know what's going to happen. We get dropped in there, set up, and it's probably been an hour or so. It sounded like a small freight train coming through the woods. We look up the hillside and here comes a whole string of cows. Mixed in with these cows there were 3 bulls. They're all 5x5s. One was a decent one. He was I'd call him a big raghorn 5x5. I had a shot at him, but we decided to pass. We thought, let's see what else the mountain has for us. So we let them go by. But that made my day right there, having those elk coming. They probably passed 35, 40 yards from me, a whole group of them.
Where we're hunting here is called the Cabin Creek Basin. The creek runs off to the right here and meanders down through. We've got Dome Peak and Flat Top Mountain right above us here. What we've got behind us here is Quakies that it goes Quakies and it breaks open, then it goes more Quakies. And there's a series of benches up above here. And the elk bed down in there, and then they feed in the Quakies here. As you can see, we had the deep snow and melted off this hillside, south-facing hillside, and now they're feeding in here. They've got everything they need here. They've got their shelter, they've got their food, and they've got their water, so they don't have to travel very far. I do it just for the love of being out here. I particularly love riding horses. There's outfitters that drive vehicles, have their own private land, walk around. To me, this is particularly enjoyable because riding the horses around, being part of nature, seeing the things you love to see, seeing animals walk around without having to shoot them. Hunters I take out, we pass on several animals, and it's nice just seeing how those animals act and letting them walk by and see how they are in their natural environment.
In addition to its reputation for elk, the Flat Tops Wilderness area also produces great mule deer. 10-year Hunting Club Life member Ed White got his shot at a nice muley.
And he was a big buck, and he was about 400 yards away, and we thought he might come closer, but I had a good shot at him, and we didn't want it getting dark and all, so I just pulled the trigger into a one-shot kill right through the heart, lungs, and front shoulder. I mean, perfect shot.
In Colorado elk season, the evenings are short. The mornings come early. And you need your legs to be your friend. Think you're in good shape? Come spend a couple of days on the mountain. It's a challenge to even the fittest of hunters.
A lot of people wouldn't understand why I think this is great fun. We're up at 3:30 in the morning. You're on the horse for an hour. It's cold, it's dark, it's windy. You're hiking up the mountain. It's trying, but it's kind of a test of your mettle. You feel good once you've put in a hard day hunting elk. And it's a great experience, but it's a tough experience.
North American Hunting Club's Doug McDougall is hosting 12 life members on a special elk hunt in northern Colorado. Doug is seeing elk, just not the mature bull he's after.
Mike Dill did a great job of putting me in places where we'd watch for a while, move around. We'd be up on a hillside on a high fence line for a few hours. We'd drop down into some darker timber, be looking through that, watching for elk sign. We'd come up on the top of a cliff, glassing down below us. We were always moving, always looking for elk sign, trying to figure out where the elk are, where they're going to, where they're coming from. Mike had a pretty good idea where they bedded, where they fed. We're trying to get in between them there. It was interesting because you're changing terrain and topography all the time. There's always something new to check out.
As for the other life members, this trip west is everything they hoped for.
I was overjoyed. Overjoyed. I haven't seen anything all week. Not anything. And I was really getting down in the dumps until this morning. Now I'm the happiest person on earth. I didn't know I had him right away. He just kind of flinched and then ran off. I didn't know if I got a good shot the first time or not, but I didn't have a chance for a second shot. But he flinched before he ran. And I thought, well, I hit him, but I didn't know how good I hit him.
I didn't get an elk. Only, I'm guessing 25% of the people actually fill their tags. It would have been nice to have shot an elk, but the experience was worth it with or without the elk. I've got to witness a number of our members who, after they've taken their elk or their mule deer, and the excitement and the thrill that they receive from that experience. So no complaints here at all.